Hi, welcome to this episode of Millennial Pocket. Today we're going to be looking at the fall of Quibi. Quibi was a short-form streaming platform that generated content for viewing on mobile devices. On the day of its launch, the app was downloaded 300,000 times. 1 week later, this number had grown to 1.7 million, higher than the 1.5 million analysts had previously predicted. But why did it fail and shut down just 6 months after its release? We're going to dive deeper into the origin of Quibi, who is its founder, and the reasons for its failure. Sit back, relax, and let's take a look. Quibi started as an idea for short videos on mobile devices from former eBay and HP CEO Meg Whitman and DreamWorks co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg. Katzenberg was born in New York to a Jewish family, son of an artist and a stockbroker. He began his career in Paramount in 1970 as a production assistant and then was moved to the marketing department, followed by other assignments within the studio until he was assigned to revive the Star Trek franchise, which resulted in Star Trek the Motion Picture. Katzenberg continued to work his way up and became president of production. In 1984, Michael Eisner, CEO of Walt Disney at that time, brought Katzenberg with him to take charge of Disney's motion picture division. Katzenberg was responsible for reviving the studio, which at that time ranked last at the box office among the major studios. He focused on the production of adult-oriented comedies, including films such as Down and Out in Beverly Hills, 3 Men and a Baby, and Good Morning Vietnam. Under his management, the animation department eventually began creating some of Disney's most critically acclaimed and highest-grossing animated features. These films include Beauty and the Beast, which was the first animated feature to be nominated for an Academy Award, Aladdin and the Lion King. Katzenberg also sealed the deal that created the highly successful partnership between Pixar and Disney and the deal that brought Miramax Films into Disney. In 1994, Katzenberg co-founded DreamWorks with Steven Spielberg and David Geffen, with Katzenberg taking primary responsibility for animation operations. He was also credited as executive producer on the DreamWorks animated films that include The Prince of Egypt, The Road to El Dorado, Shrek and Shrek 2. In August 2018, Katzenberg saw an opportunity in the video streaming industry. He created New TV, a video startup that aimed to produce snackable, short content for smartphones with former eBay CEO Meg Whitman. That month, the new company revealed it had secured $1 billion in funding from big names including Walt Disney, Warner Media and Alibaba Group. In October 2018, Katzenberg and Whitman announced the service would be called Quibi, short for Quick Bites. And in July 2019, the company announced it had secured more investments, this time from BBC Studios. The following year, Quibi announced it had sold out $150 million in ads for its first year. Advertisers included Discover, Walmart and PepsiCo. Finally, the service launched on April 6, 2020 for $5 per month with ads or $8 without, also offering a 90-day free trial. As we mentioned, Quibi was a subscription-based streaming platform designed to deliver short-form, scripted and unscripted content to smartphones, a sort of Netflix for mobile. Like Netflix, Disney Plus and Amazon Prime Video, Quibi also produced its own content, but the difference was that they were 5 to 10 minute episodes intended to be consumed on smartphones. Quibi had 300,000 downloads on its first day, compared with 4 million on Disney Plus's launch a few months earlier, and rose to the number 3 spot in the App Store. The service wanted to be the platform for the next generation of storytelling. It had everything to succeed: an executive team with entertainment experience like Katzenberg and Whitman, nearly $2 billion in funding, dozens of renowned Hollywood actors on board, and unmatched penetration of mobile device use. But what went wrong? Unfortunately, Quibi came at a time when people had to stay home longer due to the 2020 pandemic. The main idea behind Quibi was that people could use the platform to watch short episodes while doing activities like getting around on public transport, eating at the office, or waiting for a doctor's appointment. Quibi had a target audience, students and young professionals, whose needs changed from one day to the next. With the quarantines, people preferred to watch long-term content on platforms such as Netflix, Amazon Prime Video or Disney+. The company seemed opposed to adapting to its new world at first. Quibi relented and slowly started adding support for Apple's AirPlay and Google's Chromecast, so people could cast from their phones. But doing so disabled Quibi's turnstile technology, the only thing really setting its shows apart at this point, and released an app for Fire TV and Roku set-top boxes when it was too late. It didn't help that throughout all of Quibi's short lifespan, the company faced a lawsuit from a competitive and well-financed tech company, Echo, over the app's turnstile technology, Quibi's seamless portrait landscape mode transitions on. Most importantly, Quibi was packed with mediocre content. Katzenberg and Whitman invested more than $1 billion in top Hollywood talents and projects from top studios that nevertheless failed to produce anything of quality. They turned out to be the equivalent of videos found on YouTube, except on YouTube the same type of content was better and free. Millennials and Gen Z were getting content for free on platforms like TikTok, YouTube and Twitch, combined with the high quality shows and movies they were paying for already on Netflix, Amazon and Disney+. For consumers, Quibi's additional price didn't make any sense. Later, the company tested a completely ad-supported free tier in Australia and New Zealand, but also this time was too late. The company also made other mistakes. For example, Quibi's social media strategy was quite weak, something unforgivable for a platform that had a mobile-based approach and was geared toward Gen Z. The platform didn't allow users either to share clips from its shows and films or screenshot Quibi's content, a huge mistake especially if you want to compete with Instagram Reels and TikTok on the short video content. Without those sharing features, there was no way for people to easily discover and engage with Quibi's series. This all reflected how the company was led by people with no real understanding of what the future of entertainment is, especially on mobile devices. In fact, Quibi entered an incredibly saturated streaming content market, and its only differentiator, its high-quality short clips, lost its value with the products offered by other platforms and social networks such as TikTok. In addition, the company decided to invest its initial budget in a huge launch campaign, which included a very expensive commercial in the Super Bowl that failed to actually demonstrate what Quibi was, instead of having a strategy of attracting new clients in the long term. None of the ads for shows ever travelled on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter or Facebook, and that's part of the reason Quibi and its various series, including many of its multi-million-dollar bets, never took off. Finally, the business model was strongly betting on paid users who would join the platform after the 90-day free trial. However, only 10% of all users paid the monthly payment. In September 2020, Quibi was unsuccessfully searching for a buyer and exploring other options to raise money. But on October 22nd, Katzenberg formally announced the closure of the platform. The Wall Street Journal noted that the main cause of this failure was that Quibi had a smaller audience than expected and a disappointing number of downloads. On January 8, 2021, Roku officially announced that all of Quibi's 75 programs would be streamed on their platform on free ad-supported channels. Roku acquired the content from Quibi for an amount less than $100 million. The shows would be rebranded as Roku Originals, with 30 of them relaunched on the service on May 2021. What do you think about Quibi? What would you have done differently? Did you use its service? Please let me know in the comments section below. Leave a like if you got some value from this video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Feel free to follow us on Instagram, we post every day there. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching guys. Until next time.